So hello everyone to a new episode of Terraria, and we start right now with Cryogen. He's found when I was building this house, and man, this boss is amazing. So we are going to talk a little bit about him because it took me like 25 attempts to defeat him, and it's not that easy boss. I think this is the most difficult boss that you are going to face at this stage of the game, and he has tons of health. No matter how much is your DPS, you can see that my DPS is pretty good. I'm doing like almost 500. I have my adrenaline, I have my rage and everything, and you don't barely do damage to him. So we are going to talk about him. I like to call him the Ice Beast because wow, man, yeah, it's a pretty difficult boss, but it's super fun and has tons of mechanics. So the first thing that we are going to talk about is that yeah, he has 4 phases, and you need to know what you're doing in each phase, or he will kick your ass. So what I did to start is I farmed for another weapon because I need a weapon that can follow his speed. So I went to kill this Cloud Elemental, the Cloud Elemental Dropasaur that we need to kill him. I think that is the best sword that you can get. This sword that I'm using right now is pretty good for other bosses, but Cryogen gets to a point that he's super fast, and unfortunately for us, that makes that it's super difficult to target. So yeah, I killed this Cloud Elemental, and he has tons of health. Yeah, as I said early in the game, you feel pretty weak when you hit hard mode, but super weak. But you will get there. Yeah, don't worry about it. So we got it here. I'm going to show you the Storm Saber. Storm Saber lands like 2 cloud lights to the target you are targeting, and he also not also hit directly, also hits from the sky. So you can craft the Cryogen Key. The Cryogen Key is pretty easy to craft. You just need to kill a couple ice enemies and have ice crystal, and you can craft it, and that's all. So I give a try, a serious try with all my potions and stuff with this weapon, and you can see the difference that the DPS is not that high, but it's more consistent. So that was I was looking, because when you start the first phase, he starts shooting at you, and he starts following you pretty fast, but sometimes he's pretty out of the screen. Something I saw that is something you're going to see later that is pretty fun is that I zoom my camera. Yeah, normally I take it out because it's the easiest way to defeat bosses. But for this boss, it's way more easy to zoom in because in the ice biome, you see the little particles that are behind. It can be pretty tricky that you don't actually can see the boss particles, and you get hit tons of time like you're seeing on the screen right now. So yeah, it's pretty like bad that happened. So for me, zooming in the camera like 110%, 120% is like what you need to do, at least for me. So in the first phase, he has this shield. Every time he recovers the shield, you need to take it out, and every time you take out the shield, he starts charging at you. He shoots tons of projectiles. Predicting the projectiles is pretty difficult, and you need to have like a pretty big arena. I think my arena wasn't big enough. Yeah, I think that was one of my biggest mistakes, but I get used to that. And even with this weapon, you can see I give a pretty good try. Yeah, man. This boss has a pretty big problem below 70%. He starts getting nuts. And between 70% and 30% is super difficult. Yeah. So I check out the rope. Yeah, I was dying a lot because the rope I fly and get stuck in there. So I give it another try a couple of times. Yeah, having between, like I said, 70 and 30, he gets pretty crazy because he's just spawning tons of stuff. So I got the Bloody Scrap, the Ice Shield, the Devil Wings, the Scrap, the Power Glove, and my boots. That's the trinkets I'm going to use. And these are the potions you are seeing on the screen. It's for Rage, Endurance, Swiftness, Iron, I also got a couple Calamity potion, and the most important thing, I got a flask. Yeah, the flask for getting him like weak. And I also equipped my claymore. This claymore that is dropped by the no, by the hollow mimics, it's super good, and you're going to see. So this is the good one, and we're going to talk about the fight. So we start like attacking him and running. Yeah, if the projectile are going to hit you, you just need to dodge. And dodging him in this spot is super easy. Yeah, you just need to go below, don't get hit by the projectiles, and between the start, like 170%, that's like all the mechanic that you need to know. You are seeing that I don't have like all my stuff equipped, like man. But I got my rage and my adrenaline pretty easy this way, and yeah, we start taking out. You need to be pretty careful with the ads stun you when they hit, and wow. And below 80% he starts charging at you, and you need to be super careful in this spot because he hits super hard. It's better to get hit by one stickle, the ice stickle, that you get hit by him. So yeah, you need to be pretty careful. He also starts spawning this like ice, and this ice explode after a time. So if you have a bigger arena, you can like despawn them. But yeah, my arena wasn't that big, so what I do is move in between platforms. I always, when he like put them on the screen, I go below, so I don't get like hit by when they explode. And you start moving around. Yeah, I got again my adrenaline, and oh no, my rage. I was getting confused. And you see that he's below 70%, and he starts getting crazy. Yeah, he starts charging at you, 2 charges right now, and he starts shooting tons of ice. But dodging him is just moving. You're seeing that I'm not even dodging too hard, and I get hit a couple times, but it's not that difficult. So yeah, you dodge him, you just dodge him running, and when you fly, you also need to dodge him with the scrap or the Cthulhu Shield ability, whatever you want to equip. And I keep flying, doing circles, and in this spot, after like 50%, he starts teleporting. You're seeing these clouds on the screen, and he teleports there, so predicting his movement is super easy in this spot, because you just need to shoot when where he is going to appear, and you continue doing the DPS. And avoiding him is not that difficult. You have more problem with the particles on the screen, but it is not that difficult. So when he charged you in this spot below like 30%, for me the best way to dodge it is just going below the platform. Yeah, or just dodge with the scrap. And I have more problem with this ice stuff that he puts on screen than any other thing. And below 30% he's like super easy. You just need to dodge him. Yeah, you need to dodge him. He will charge on you and spam tons of stuff. But I think that is an easy part. Obviously, if you are not used to, it's difficult because he has this micro like charges. Yeah, that's when he like start rotating is when he's going to charge at you, so you need to be pretty careful. So I changed to my claymore, and I say, dude, if you are going to charge at me, you are going to die with me. And he starts charging at me, and yeah, he's getting destroyed by this weapon. This weapon is pretty good for melee, close combat, and dude, yeah, we got it. He spawned immediately on NPC. I'm pretty happy. Yeah, was so happy. And you can see what he got in the shop. The majority of stuff are not like that amazing. If you think that something that he got there is like super amazing, you can tell me. But I didn't find like anything too amazing for buying it in the moment. So you have this melee that heals you. You have this I don't know, this trinkle that is for like mm, I would say like for mage, but yeah, I didn't find like something too crazy here. So meat and some developer item and other stuff. Like I said, I didn't find like something too good. If you think that something here is pretty good, just tell me in the comments. And then we get his stuff, the stuff that he dropped, the paper tube, the lore, and the bat. That is the most important thing. And you can read the lore. Yeah. And here's the one he dropped, and he dropped tons of stuff. Yeah, he drops his vanity item. I equip it because it looks so funny. Yeah, you can see my character right now. And he dropped these wings, and I don't know if they are better than the ones that we had, but it doesn't seem because they are not faster. So yeah, I don't know. If you think these wings are pretty good, just tell me in the comments. He also dropped tons of weapons that are pretty useful, and this avalanche. That if you are true melee, probably this is the weapon you're going to get like now, because this weapon for true melee is broken good. It do tons of damage, and also we got the angry, the soul of cryogen. There are wings, yeah. It has more speed. It drops icicles when you fly, and also give you protection. So it's pretty good. You see that I change immediately, and these are my wings for a couple times because they're pretty great. We also have the Frost Flare that is like for melee Frostborn and give you a couple buff. But I don't know if this is that great that changed anything that we had already. So we got the paper tubes and we go to base like always we do. So I went immediately to the ice biome because supposedly we have a new ore that is the cryogenic ore or something like that. And as I say it, if you don't identify him pretty easily, it's pretty like adamantite, and yeah, and you can't mine it. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I don't understand this mechanic. So you kill a boss, spawn an ore, and you can mine it. I found that pretty awful. You need to kill at least 2 mechanical bosses to mine it. At least 2, because you need the adamantite or the titanium pickaxe to mine this ore. Yeah, I found that pretty bad, if you ask me. So that's all for Cryogen. I hope you enjoyed as much as I did, and let's continue the video from here. So now that we have defeated Cryogen and we didn't got any upgrade, I'm going to defeat the first mechanical boss, and I want to start with the twins. So the twins in Calamity, yeah, as everything in Calamity Dead mode, are pretty bad. You have 2 eyes, like the eyes of Cthulhu, and one shoots lasers and the other one tries to eat you. So for the first phase, like this, the one that tried to eat you shoot like acid to you, and I was trying to target him as much as I can with my sword, and I didn't want to hit the other one, but man, the other one like is in your face all the time. So yeah, in this moment I tried to change my sword, but unfortunately didn't let me, and I just was standing there. I was like, yeah, I want to try with this sword, and he killed me. So I give a serious attempt with this sword, and he was doing good, but unfortunately with the storm sword you hit the 2 of them at the same time, and you not don't want that. Yeah, you want to target only the one that is like melee, because the laser dude get nuts at the end, but nuts, the man is crazy. So you want to kill first the one of the melee and then the laser dude. Yeah, and you try to keep the laser dude like with pretty good health. I have a pretty good attempt here, but I wasn't dodging the lasers too good, because you need to like know how to dodge them. So yeah, I need to do a couple pirate events to gather money to buy potions because I was pretty low in money. And with the True Night Edge, it's pretty easy. Yeah, you don't have like any trouble with the True Caustic Edge. Sorry, my bad. So I give it this attempt. It took me like 5 attempts. I won't say that was more. And yeah, right now with the Ichor and all the buffs, you can see we do tons of damage. Also with the Caustic Edge, the projectile bounce. So when you shoot to the floor, it sometimes hit him, and it's pretty great. So yeah, like my strategy was doing circles. I never went below the platforms because for this boss is better flying. Also, a strategy that I use for my vanilla playthrough is using a gravity potion. So yeah, I charge I use the rage and I continue, and this like melee dude starts charging at you. Yeah, he used like a small charger like cryogen, but he's not that fast, so you learn how to dodge him. I have a little trouble with the projectiles, because I wasn't used to, like I said, it took me like 5 attempts, so I wasn't like too used to the boss. When he changed to the melee phase, it's way more easy. Yeah, because he starts charging at you, but with the scrap you can dodge him. I have the same equipment, like I said, Cryogen only gave us the wings to improve, the rest is the same. Only because we didn't have like any other material to craft armors or weapons. So I got my adrenaline. Yeah, I was dodging pretty great with boss. While the dude of the laser didn't don't have like the laser erection, I like to call it. Like he pop out like a laser of his eye and he starts shooting at you. You don't have like any problem with the other. But when he starts shooting at you with the laser, what you need to do, it's just like have the timing when he's going to do that laser charges, and you just start flying and he won't hit you while you dodge obviously the melee one. So yeah, it's a little tricky, the boss, but it's not that difficult. So yeah, we're almost half of the fight and it's doing amazing. This weapon is pretty good. I think it's the best melee weapon for starting like hard mode right now. And we got again a rage. Yeah, we start getting rage all over the place because we do tons of damage to him, and they have like a lot of health. So yeah, when the laser dude starts shooting at you like you're seeing like this laser charges, you just fly and you avoid all of them. You can dodge them also, but he starts getting closer and closer to you to shoot. You can see that he started getting pretty close and it's pretty annoying. So focus always in the melee dude, and the other one just try to dodge him. And be careful, and do a lot of circles when you are in there. You can use like Calamity potion that give you more flight time when you hit when you land a hit, but it's up to you. So yeah, you see that I have tons of rays because I did it a lot of times. But thankfully it helped us a lot fighting this boss. And with these cryogen wings are pretty good because we also get like an improvement there. So yeah, be pretty careful, don't get hit by the another dude. He hits like for 130 at this point with the potions and stuff, so be careful with him. And the melee dude, it's out right now. So when you kill him, the laser dude starts shooting you missiles that follow you, and he has these charges of laser. Well, the best way I found to like dodge him is just stay in the platform and start flying when he shoots the lasers. Yep. But he's pretty easy. Yeah. He seems pretty crazy at this point, but he's pretty easy when he's alone. Yeah, you just need to jump to dodge the laser, the missiles, and the ones that follow you, and the laser you just need to jump and dodge and fly a little bit. Yeah, we have a pretty good fight against them, and it wasn't that tricky. Yeah, I thought that Cryogen was only the start and the rest are going to be the same, but no. So we killed it. We finally killed the twins, and we got two new ores. We grabbed the paper tubes as always, and the notes that they give you, that they said that the Moonlord give you the ultimate accessory, the bag that we open it and they barely give you something. Yeah, I thought they were going to give weapons or no, only souls of Saya, part of the minecart. So yeah, it's like pretty bad. You can craft like anything for us right now. So I went down and I start mining the two new ores that you can get. There is mithril and orichalcum. The mithril looks this green. It's green like with a four stone pattern, and you can like see it pretty easily because it looks like way more big than the other green ones that are on the screen. So yeah, it's very easy. And then you have the Recalcum, and the Recalcum looks pink. Yeah, outside it looks red, but when you get closer to him, it gets pink. So it's also pretty easy to identify. So we craft the mithril anvil, the mithril pickaxe, uh, and we also looked to the armors. And for me, the Orichalcum armor was a little better, so I went for the Orichalcum armor, and it gave us like a little improvement. You're going to see that we craft tons of bars because there are a lot of minerals in the map. That's why I pick up a large map because I want to like mine everything I can. And we craft all the armor. I always, when I do the maths, I get short. Always, always. Yeah, it's something in my mind that doesn't work. I don't know why, but yeah, my maths are like pretty screw up. And I got the armor, and you're going to see the big change. So for 49 defense and 126 melee, we changed to do it faster, pretty low. 59 defense, so it's 10 defense and 121. So we lose 5 melee, but we gain 10 defense. And the set bonus is that it targets the enemy and shoots like a laser. So yeah, I think that this is all our improvement, and it's all for today. So we will see tomorrow what happened with the other bosses. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give a like, and follow me on my social media. See you on the next video. Bye bye.